This video clip is something else. So we had a Republican gubernatorial debate, a gubernatorial debate for Illinois, I should say. You have the Democrat versus the Republican. The Democrat is, what's his name again? I'm blanking on it. It's the heavyset billionaire dude. Anyway, it'll come to you when you see him. But anyway, so he's debating this guy, Darren Bailey, who's insane. And look at this question he gets asked on abortion, because he's made some extreme comments on abortion. Look at how he handles it, and look at how the moderator, without even trying, wrecks him.
You know, the attempted extermination of the Jews of World War II, it doesn't even compare on a shadow of the life that has been lost and with abortion since its legalization.
You've also said, Senator, that Jewish leaders have told you that you were right. Could you name the Jewish leaders who agree with you? 60 seconds, please.
The atrocity...
Audience, please. Audience.
The atrocity of the Holocaust is beyond parallel. Those statements were made 5 years ago when Governor Rauner signed into law taxpayer-funded abortion. So yes, the facts are true when you compare the numbers. I don't, skewing that out of control like the liberal press has done is actually a shame.
All right, but Senator, just name the Jewish leaders who agree with you.
No, I'm not going to put anybody on record.
Not going to put anybody on record. All right.
You know,
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So again, I think this is a fair summation up here from Hermit Meta. Darren Bailey's the guy's name. Jewish leaders told me that I'm right, that abortion is as bad as the Holocaust. The moderator goes, could you name the Jewish leaders who agree with you? His response is the following. See, what happened was, when you think the Democrats are really extreme, and when me and Craig and them was down by the Safeway and we was minding our business, and then somebody came out and they said, why don't you do that? And I was just saying, that doesn't even make any sense. And then the guy follows up and says, okay, but who are the Jewish leaders who agree with you? And he says, no. Can you name any Jewish leader who agrees with you? No. My guess is you can't name them because they're not real. Because the thing you said is absolutely insane. So again, look, let's listen to it again. He says it's worse than the Holocaust. Not even, like, it's bad enough if you make the comparison to the Holocaust. He's saying, no, it's worse than the Holocaust. Watch.
You know, the attempted extermination of the Jews of World War II, it doesn't even compare on a shadow of the life that has been lost and with abortion since its legalization.
Doesn't even compare. The Holocaust doesn't even compare because abortion is obviously worse. Man, these guys are something else, aren't they? Look, we've gone over the numbers before, the Guttmacher Institute numbers. Something like 90% of abortions happen early on in the pregnancy. Like, very early on. Like, before 12 weeks type stuff. And something like 98% happen before viability, around 20 weeks, 22 weeks, thereabouts. That's what we're talking about. So really, in most instances, what are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with gametes and zygotes and pre-gestation fetuses? And literally, like, no nervous system created, no heartbeat, no nothing. To steal from an old Bill Maher joke, in some instances, it's a pile of goo. And these guys go, no, that is another person in the room. That is a third person that's in the room. That has all the same constitutional rights as you. The second you're done having sex, there are three people in that room. Assuming it's not a threesome. There's you, two people in the room having sex, but as soon as you're done having sex, there's three people in the room. And it's not some weirdo who's a cuck who's beaten off in the corner. It is the goo that's inside of you. That's what it is. That's person. That's what they believe. That's what they say. And then if you want to take that to its logical conclusion, okay, look, credit to this guy. He is taking that pro-life so-called position to its extreme. To its extreme. This is the logical conclusion. So yeah, all those millions and millions of deaths, it's worse than the Holocaust. But you know what? It's okay because Jewish leaders agree with me. What? That's like if, some David Duke or some KKK guy says, blacks were better under Jim Crow and slavery and stuff. But it's okay, because I found a black guy who agrees with me, so therefore it's not racist. It's not racist to say black people should live under Jim Crow. That's not racist. They fared better. And I didn't say it. I found a black guy who says it. Jesse Lee Peterson says it. So it's not racist. He said it. Right? Jeez, man. By the way, he's fist pumping right now in his head. He's like, oh, thank you. Thank you. And just understand something, guys. This is also why you had Democratic leadership wanted to prop up the so-called MAGA candidates, because this is what happens with the MAGA candidates, the more extreme Republican candidates. Now, look, I think as a matter of principle, you should not prop them up, because some of them are going to get through, and if even a small number of them win, then who knows what happens the next time they question an election, right? So you shouldn't do it. But there was a philosophy behind propping them up, because they do think, oh my God, they're much more easily beatable. And in this instance, it happens to be true. It happens to be true, because this guy can't open his mouth without shoving his foot in it. And he's not even artful in defending his nonsense. You know, all he has is, I found a Jewish guy who agrees with me, bro. Can you name him? No. Okay, well, I'm guessing you made that up. But again, even if you could find one who agrees with him, don't care. So I'm insane, and I found another Jewish friend of mine who is insane. Wonderful. No, so the homeboy didn't even break a sweat, and I'm guessing he sweats a lot. But the moderator, without even trying, sort of obliterated this guy. Ever since Adpocalypse, when YouTube defunded all independent news and politics overnight, we haven't trusted them. We know they can pull the rug out from underneath us at any time. If you enjoy this content, please consider tipping $1 or $2 per month on the Secular Talk Patreon. Link in the video description box below. Thanks for your support.